Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? We are going to be speaking with Charmaine today from CM Design Agency. Super excited her because you're going to love her. Um, Charmaine is amazing. She's got the most calming, smooth voice, guys. Here she is.
Hello. How
How
are
are
you?
you? Good. How are you?
I am well. I am well. First time doing a
A,
double
a double
live,
live.
so glad it worked.
It's a learning
Hey,
experience.
hey, I see that. All right. Oh no. What did I do?
You just flipped your screen. There you go. You're good. So
Oh,
it's so, number one, you look so gorgeous. You always look so gorgeous.
oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
I
As do
want to,
you. You look lovely.
oh,
Good
thanks.
to see your face. We talk
Yes,
sometimes
yes.
over the phone, so this is nice.
You too as well. I'll just mention Tierce is actually away on spring break with her kid, with her son and her husband, which is awesome. And
Yeah.
so that's why she's not on the call today, though. But you guys, we want to introduce you to Charmaine, CM Design Agency. CM Design is currently listed on Fashion Index. So we are so excited to have Charmaine there. And I want to tell you a very funny story while we're talking with Charmaine. Charmaine and I got in touch because of Fashion Index, and we're talking, and I swear to God, this 6 degrees of separation is just crazy. Right? We
Absolutely.
worked for the same company at
The
the
same
same time,
corporation.
and
Yes.
we were
Yes.
one building apart. Like we were definitely one building apart in New York City, but I swear to God, what a crazy small world it is. I
That blew my mind.
All right,
Blew my mind.
it's unbelievable. Um,
Yes.
so as people are coming on here, you guys, I want to just mention again, this is Charmaine from CM Design. You can totally connect with Charmaine on Fashion Index. All the communication is just between you two. We just provide the platform. And I want to get started where Charmaine could tell you how she got started in the business. I think this is fantastic for young up and coming designers or design students to know how she came into the business and how she, like got to where she is right now. So Charmaine, it's all you. Go ahead. Tell them how you got started.
Okay, well, pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me here to talk to you and for everybody who's joining. Welcome, welcome. Pleasure to be here. I started in the fashion industry over 30 years ago. And yeah, the years have flown by. It does not feel like it was that long ago. But before I actually was in the fashion industry, of course, I was formally trained as a designer and majored in design, minored in illustration. I went to a school called Trapp Hagen School of Fashion, which was on Park Avenue South and 21st Street in New York City. It was a smaller school, smaller than FIT. I went there on purpose because I wanted to really focus. I knew lots of people going to FIT, and it was the best decision I made. It was a wonderful school. It had a real focus on the historical view of fashion, historical in the sense of having high level of workmanship and attention to detail and intricate construction. And I learned so much from my professors there. And literally what I learned there carries me through even now. So it's interesting how the roots of that kind of foundation
Yeah.
could, you know, run the gamut through your career.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that when it comes to schools, people sometimes get hung up on the name. When I was coming up through
Yeah,
the business, it was always like Parsons School of Design or,
yeah,
or FIT. And FIT, even though it's a city school, very difficult to get into, crazy competitive to get into. I applied, I did not get in, but I will tell you that it's not about the name of the school. It's about the professors that you have where
absolutely.
you are. Like, what
Mhm.
was their industry experience and what are they bringing to you? So I totally agree, Charmaine. Like, I think that the school,
Yeah.
in fact, I looked at the school you went to and crazy number of like very huge designers graduated.
What? Mary McFadden, Jeffrey Page.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm
Back in
thinking
the
to
day,
myself,
now I'm
when
really dating myself, right?
no, but when you're on Seventh
Yeah,
Avenue and
yeah,
the medallions that are on Seventh
yes.
Ave, it was
Those
everyone who
are
went to your
Canadian.
school.
Absolutely.
So I was like,
Absolutely, which
what?
is why I loved it. I didn't even apply to FIT, and no slight to FIT. It's a fantastic school, does great things in the industry.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, there are other options. I even I spoke at a school recently that I want to give a shout out. It's Kent School of Fashion, which is one that's up and coming in the Garment District. They have a
yeah,
satellite location there, and wonderful bunch of students, great professors, so one to look out for as well.
yeah. That's
So many
fantastic.
options.
That is amazing. That's great
Yeah.
to know. Excellent. So now
Yeah.
you had told me though, then you came out, of course, went into the industry
Yeah.
and had a great career. How
Oh,
long
yeah.
were you in the industry before you started your own company?
I was in the industry for 11 years before I started my own company, and started with some ready to wear, then went into activewear actually, and then with Kelwood Co., which is the parent company of the divisions we worked for,
Yes, right.
and spent a chunk of my time there and really grew and blossomed in my design position there. And my customers, I had lots of private label accounts, many, I'm sure, as you know.
Yes.
And so much rich experience there that also carries me through what I do today.
Yeah.
I have ladies who lunch accounts. I had sportswear accounts. A couple that people may know is one of our brands was in Nordstrom. One of another brand was Barry Pace, known, but you may not know that one. But Brooks Brothers, certainly everybody would know
Oh,
that one. J. Jill, and the list goes on. Literally so many accounts, and it was wonderful. Okay, it was private label. I think when designers come into the industry, they really think that they're going to be designing with their own name on the label. But when you're professionally trained and you come up and you get that design degree, you are hired as a private label designer with a corporation or a smaller company, and you are the talent behind the label that everybody reveres the name, but you are the driving force behind that creativity. It's a
yeah.
beautiful thing. It's part of the industry. It's part of the makeup, and yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
start my own thing until after I worked in corporate.
Yeah. I think
Uh,
that's a good foundation, like when
yeah.
you've already been in corporate, because you
Oh,
understand.
yeah. Oh, we lost your audio. Is it me? We can't hear you. Oh,
Oh,
now
can
I
you
hear
not hear
you.
me? Can you not hear
Now
me?
I hear you.
Oh,
Now
okay.
I do. Now I
You know what? A call was coming in. I had to snipe it away.
do.
um,
Hello.
but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, you have to understand when you own your own company, you have to understand everybody's job, sales,
Mhm.
merchandising, everything. And
Right.
so when you're working for a large corporation like Kelwood, like we worked for, you're involved with every team. I mean, extensive,
Everything. Oh,
you know,
yeah.
from
Absolutely.
design concept straight through to what's selling, like when it's delivered, what are our best sellers? Because then we got to duplicate best
Mhm.
sales every year.
Absolutely.
So when
I
it's
was the front. Oh, go on. I'm so
not,
sorry.
I'm
Go
saying it's a great foundation for you starting your own
ahead.
business
Yeah,
because you already saw all the steps, you know.
absolutely. It wasn't just me. I was the face of the design for each season, but I had a whole team behind me. I had the
Yeah,
production team, I had the merchandiser, the merchandising assistant, I had the QC at the factory, I had everybody who was coming together to make this well-oiled machine run season after season after season. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's great. It's good. This is what people need to know. They need
yeah.
to know. I think you think you're a designer and you're gonna design your collection. After you design your first collection, you should be well on your way to almost
Whew.
done with the second collection and starting the third collection.
And it's nonstop. But it's exciting. It sounds like a lot. Okay, yeah, you have your pulse on several things at one time, but there's nothing like it.
Oh yeah.
What's not to love? It is a wonderful, just not race. Okay, race is the wrong word, but it's just a wonderful place to be.
I think it's funny when you're in it, it feels like a race, but it's really like a marathon, right?
Yes. Okay.
But
Yeah.
it feels
There you
like
go.
it's a race.
Yeah.
No
You're
one's
constantly
deadlines.
going, but it feels good. I mean, if you love designing, if you understand, the different segments of the industry and you know how to tap in and make it all work together, it's amazing.
Yeah, it
I
is.
love it.
Totally amazing. Now, we also talked about you, like now you might be like switching gears and actually coaching people too as well. Isn't that right?
Yes, yes. But before I even started the coaching business, I actually started my own collection. Funny story about that, right? I'll
Yeah.
keep it really brief. But as you know, I was working in corporate with Kelwood, and I actually had a family emergency. So I had to literally put my career on pause uh, in order to do what I needed to do to take care of my family. Let's just put it that way. I won't get too deep about it. But just having to do that, it was so interesting because when you're a creative, even if you try to pull away from this thing that fuels your soul,
Yeah.
even if you have to put it on pause, it's never going to leave you. So it kept tapping me on the shoulder, tapping me on the shoulder. So when things started to look up again and, things were balanced with my family, I started my own company using all of those resources, all of the insights, all of the know-how that I had learned over the decade plus of being in the industry, in corporate. And it was essential to everything I did. Without that, I would have literally been building a company from the outside in. And because I was in the industry and I have all those resources, I was able to build from the inside out.
Yes.
And it makes such a difference.
Oh, yeah.
And that can bring me now to what I do today, right?
Yeah.
The CM Design Agency. That is why I help designers to get an insider's purview into the industry, because all of those years I was working for others.
Yeah.
And even when I was, still am in my own company, my own evening wear brand. So many designers approach me and they want to start their own collections, but they're literally winging it. They're winging it. They're wasting money. They're taking shortcuts. They're listening to YouTube videos, which I mean, nothing against YouTube videos. There's so much good knowledge on YouTube and on the internet. But the reason I decided to formally do this is because those who want to design are being given information and they're applying it out of order.
Yes.
And when you do that, you end up going in circles over and over and over again and never really launching a viable brand with a real persona behind it, with a real customer you're catering to, and with real focused design and development and marketing. Everything is based on who your customer is and who you are as a brand. And a lot of those steps rather, were being skipped, and it just still breaks my heart every time I see that somebody who is truly creative and passionate and loves to show that creativity through design, but they get discouraged because they run out of steam. They run out of capital, and it doesn't have to be that way. If they only had some help, which is why CM Design Agency was born. So that's me full circle right now.
Yeah, that's amazing. And it is invaluable. So, I mean, just to piggyback off that, the reason I always try to encourage anyone starting their own design company to have a coach or a consultant, either one. The difference between a coach is a coach will give you a game plan, you guys. They will guide you along the right steps, and then you take the actions. And when you hire a consultant will work side by side with you to help you get those steps done. So Charmaine does both, and I am telling you, you will save money in the long run by hiring a coach or a consultant, because you will not make the mistakes that you would have made, if you did it alone. So I just want to reiterate like the importance of connecting with a coach or a consultant. You know, you lay out your game plan as far as, you know, what your budget is. Be upfront with your coach or your consultant,
Yeah.
and let them tell you how to plan for that budget so that you do not spend it in the wrong places.
And in the wrong order. Yeah.
Exactly. This is how you'll have a successful business if you can just get good information. And when I tell you that on Fashion Index, we are connecting with every coach who lists and every consultant who lists, because we want to make sure that the right information is getting out there, that people are connecting with people who have true experience, good, valid experience. It's very important. So just, you know, I just really would not recommend winging it on your own. You're just literally throwing away money. So,
Yeah. Yes.
you know, find the right resources, connect with Charmaine, get the advice that you need, because she's been there and done it. She's got 30 years of experience. She's going to shave years off of your startup. She'll shave years off your startup. So please, definitely consider it and connect. I mean, and you can hear from Charmaine, her experience and has covered the gamut. Like, she has the experience in every level that you're going to have to interact with in your business. You know, so of course, concept and design, but sales, marketing, everything to plan the collections going forward, everything. So really keep it in mind and think about it seriously. I also want to encourage you guys to look at Charmaine's feed, because Charmaine, it's CM Design. Is it CM Design? CM Design Agency, you guys. And I say that because I've never heard a more soothing voice explain the do's and don'ts in the garment industry. She's got the most soothing voice, and you just can listen. You can just let every you know, post go one to the next and listen to all the like valuable information she has to share. It's incredible, and I think it makes it, Charmaine, you're so easy to listen to. Like, and I'm shaking my head the whole time. Like, every time I'm listening to every one of your posts.
You're so kind.
Because you know, and I've shared with you.
Oh my gosh.
Disaster posts that I'm like, this person shouldn't be allowed to speak in public. Like, it's crazy, the information that's out there.
Yeah. That's a good point. I mean, be careful who you get information from. Make sure that you even vet your coaches, you know, vet your sources, because lots of people get lots of information from places that are not actually accurate. And it's everywhere. It's here, it's on TikTok, it's, you know, there's information everywhere. So just be careful. And I do want to say there's nothing wrong with starting out as a DIY and doing all that research and plugging in to the information where you can get it, right? But there comes a time when you realize that this is something you want to build for real, and you want it to be a lasting brand. You want to make money as a business. And that's when you should align yourself with a coach that can take what you've already done and who you already are, as you know, whatever your aesthetic is, or whatever flavor you bring to the industry, and help you to leverage it in the right way. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. So these are really major things to think about when you're looking to connect with somebody. Charmaine, even if you were not on a little bit earlier, has number one, her training and education is in better and contemporary product. And I tell you that because in the fashion industry, it is definitely well known that you can, if you start at the top, you can always work your way down. You can always find less expensive fabrics and more efficient ways to do production and things like that you can bring down the product. However, it's very difficult if you've started down at the bottom to go up. So Charmaine's experience is starting from the top level, couture, education. And then she also has in her work career, she has experience in doing everything from, you know, athleisure and all the levels in between.
Absolutely.
This is good to know because, I mean, if you're looking to start any kind of a line that is at all related to these types of categories, Charmaine is the coach that you should look to connect with. It's, you know, it's important. So we just want to also drive home that point.
Yeah. And can I just say a little something about your platform?
Yeah.
Because your platform is something that many designers are looking for. And I told you the story about I was on Clubhouse in a room and somebody was like, well, Charmaine, do you know of a place like this where I can find such and such and such? And then we met and realized we work for the same company. And then I tried to refer to them, but they had found it incidentally. But your platform has so many different real resources in the industry that a designer could tap into and use long term. I would caution though, when you're ready to tap into these resources, you have to be about your business. You cannot just contact people randomly. You have to be actually a business, a brand that's building towards something that they're going to want to partner with long term. But the resources are there. It's just a matter of them positioning themselves to be able to take advantage of them.
Exactly. So the Fashion Index is built to be able to have all the parts that you would need to produce your product. But it's so important that you do not approach those resources until you are ready. You have to have your ducks in a row, guys. Like you cannot approach a factory if you haven't done all of the pre-work, identifying your fabrics, identifying your trims, having your tech packs ready, having a sew by sample ready. These are things that if you don't know how to do them, you connect with someone like Charmaine so that you can be educated in the steps that you have to take. It's really important. And I do see actually a lot of factories who are listed coming onto the call. Guys, list yourselves on fashionindex.com, fashionindex, INDEX.com. I say that because we are going through and vetting all the resources, but list yourself so that we can connect with you. The other great thing with Fashion Index is it's if you are a coach, these are resources you can connect with. So it's helping you build out even more. I know, of course, usually we all have our industry connections to begin with. But with everything that's going on in the world right now, transportation issues, you know, I'm used to, and I know that Charmaine is used to working overseas for a lot of our production. There are amazing factories here in the United States. But when we source overseas for so long, it's very hard to find these factories because, like, where do you find them? You know what I mean?
Right.
So you find them on Fashion Index.
Now you
it's a great place for you to find all the trims you need, all the print houses you need, everything. I was hoping that my friend Aisha would be on the call. Aisha owns a company called the T-Bar by BK, and she does sublimation printing 1-to-1, like minimum units, 1 unit on garments. These are the resources that you're going to find on Fashion Index.
Okay. Oh my God.
This is amazing.
Is she's on the platform?
I don't see, she's on a platform. Yeah.
Okay.
T-Bar by BK. And and I hoped she'd be on here, but I don't see her on here. But I'm telling you guys, there's just great resources, and we want you to connect and and don't be shy to reach out to Charmaine. And just sometimes the scariest thing, especially nowadays, is connecting with someone. Like, you want to hide behind a computer or or a text message, and don't be afraid to ask questions. On Fashion Index, you can actually literally message Charmaine right from there and just, Charmaine, this is where I'm at in my business. What do you think? Like, just get the conversation started. Don't be afraid to ask questions. There is no question that is a stupid question, because there are so many resources in this business. I'm telling you, there's so many resources. And
Yes.
just get the information, you know? So put yourself out there. It's always worth asking the questions. This is
Absolutely.
your business. This is your business we're talking about. It's not a hobby, it's your business. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Make a connection. If it's not the right time to work with Charmaine, just make the connection, because down the
Absolutely.
line it might be a better time,
Yeah.
you know? But like, find out is the whole point, I think. You know, you need to, this is your business. And the other thing that I find is with people, this is just common, myself included. Sometimes the scariest thing is to pick, like I said, pick up the phone. I always try to start my day, and my motto is do what scares me the most first. Just get it done. So
Yeah.
if I have a phone call that I'm like dreading to make, I just get it done first thing in the morning. Just get on the phone, get that thing done. Because once you've done it, you're like, what was so hard about that? You know what I mean? But it will be daunting and weigh on you if you don't do it. And you know, so I wouldn't be where I am in this business if I didn't just go for it and do it. Same thing
Oh
with
my God.
Charmaine,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
right?
It you've gotta put yourself out there. You've got to ask 100 questions. I'm not saying to send me 100 questions. That's not what I'm saying. Might be too much. But yeah, you have to be the one, you know, driving forward for your business to grow.
Yeah.
And yes, send those questions if you have specific questions. But yeah, I'm literally a message away. And I do offer, for those who are serious designers who are truly building a brand, I do offer a 20-minute complimentary consultation. So if they send me a message about that, I could tell them how to connect, and we can literally get on the phone and have a
Yeah,
proper conversation.
that's great. I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys, yeah, I mean, don't hesitate to reach out, because it's only going to move your business further faster. So
Yeah.
definitely. Well, I guess we don't have to stay on too much. Do you have anything else that you wanted to go over and touch on, Charmaine?
No, well, no. Well, oh, well, let me just mention,
Yeah.
design agency. Okay, how do I even help you, right? We talked about the agency itself, but how I help designers is with a program that I created. Is called the Label Launch Blueprint Program, and it's a step-by-step program where I coach designers along each step so that by the end of the program, it's a 90-day program, they literally have built out the process that they're going to use to launch and scale their business. It gives them full understanding of the steps, because you can have all that access to the information on your site, but what do you do with it?
Yes.
How do you ask the right questions? What lingo do you use? When do you ask those questions? All of that is in my program. And it is just essential for those who are building something that they want to be viable and want to have for a period of time, not as a hobby, but as a
Yes.
business. The
Yes.
Label Launch Blueprint Program.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. I love that. Oh my God. I mean, that is major, like having that program, because people can use it. You know, it's one thing when you think you're going to be just talking through something, but they can actually have something that they can be following and looking at when
Oh,
they can't even be in touch with you. Isn't that right? Is that the way it
and
works?
oh yeah, and I am right there with them in the program throughout their time inside. Absolutely. Oh
That's
yeah,
amazing.
you have direct access to me in the program, because I want to make sure that each designer has full understanding. Want to understand their brand. I want to understand what their goals are for the brand, and
Yeah.
then we build forward accordingly.
Oh my God, that is phenomenal, Charmaine. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you
So
guys, I want to
yeah.
recap then. This is Charmaine from Charmaine Design Agents. Charmaine, oh my God, I'm blanking, Charmaine.
CM Design Agency,
CM
but
Design Agency, I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
that's okay.
Please do yourselves a favor, check out her Instagram feed. She has the most amazing, easy voice to listen to. She has her label launch blueprint program where you can actually be guided through this business and how to build your brand and then get it ready to scale. Isn't that right? You said.
Yes, yes. To
All right.
build it so you can position it. Yes, absolutely.
Amazing. Like this is literally what everyone can use. And then on top of it, guys, you can connect with Charmaine also on Fashion Index, fashionindex.com. Please, you know, Charmaine's whole profile is there, and then you can connect with her there, send email messages, whatever you want right there. I can't honestly recommend highly enough that you connect with Charmaine, because her education, her experience in this business, 30 years, will shave time off of your plan. You know, and if you don't have a plan, you will still save years of errors and money down the drain if you just connect with Charmaine and get some guidance. Follow her Label Launch Blueprint program. I'm telling you, guys, it's really, we recommend it strongly.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, Charmaine, so psyched again that we got to talk and communicate and that we connected, because how funny, I swear to God, the 6 degrees of separation is just nuts.
Still blowing my mind.
It's totally nuts.
Amazing.
But I'm really looking forward to, you know, us growing our businesses together, but really can't wait to see, you know, how all the people who are going to follow you grow their business. So excited for it. Really.
Yes. Well, thank you for having me today. This was wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be in touch again soon. Thank you so much to everybody who came on to the call today. We really appreciate it. And I want to like shout out, guys, go check out Charmaine. Check out her Instagram, and please just definitely check out her out on fashionindex.com. Charmaine, one more time, what's your Instagram handle again?
My Instagram is Charmaine Mischel, and you know what I'll do? I'll add it into the comments for those who
Perfect. Yeah, that's good.
Michelle is spelled a little funky.
It's like okay. I'll also put it in the when I post it with the bio.
Okay.
Right.
But on Fashion Index, I'm under CM Design Agency. Right.
Okay. I'll put it all into the bio that we're going to put on the video, attached to this video.
Perfect.
Okay, everyone.
So thank you again, and thank you for everyone who joined.
Yes, thank you everyone who joined. And have a wonderful day, Charmaine. Take care.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.